You need better emotional intelligence. Wait! You big, burly, masculine convict you sexy and street smart vixen. Your lone wolf celibacy. I know that word either scares you or it makes you think this is gonna be some stupid and love and light shit, or whatever else. But if you've just gotten out of prison, or out of a cult, or a toxic lifestyle of any kind, you need to improve your emotional intelligence. The place you've been in hijacked it. Being in the environment you were in disrupted your progression into understanding emotions. There's not a single area of your life where having better emotional intelligence will not help. It is the most important social factor you can generate. Let's get into it. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is having the ability and peace of mind to know the proper reaction to both your emotions and the emotions of those around you. Having this ability is a separation between you acting like a fool and you acting like someone who has their shit together. It's being in control of your emotions and deciding cognitively, meaning mental, the right thing to do as opposed to letting your emotions dictate your actions. It's also being aware of the outside perspective of you. None of us are immune from experiencing our emotions. Having a high EQ means you know how to deal with them. Improving your EQ is the difference between you ending up back in the spot you were in and moving forward. It's a foundation for your personal boundaries. It is a trademark of your voice and presence in any group you could find yourself in, whether that's business or personal. It's the essence of your character. Your emotional intelligence makes up a large part of what people see when they think about you. But how, man? I hadn't even heard of this bitch-ass term. EQ is linked to having a higher income than your IQ, meaning knowing how to respond to your emotions and the emotion of those around you will do more for you than your intelligence alone. Having emotional intelligence will make you more money. I know, your boss is a downright fucking dick. I know he or she doesn't get you. They're always on your ass. They judge you for your past. They're pretentious, annoying, and one comment away from getting smacked in the mouth. You go home and think about it. How good it would feel to beat this shitbag's ass in front of everyone, embarrass him, and fuck his wife. The true G way of handling your problems. Your coworkers agree. You've seen the same boss give other employees a non-stop shit. Everyone knows this person goes home, eats unseasoned chicken breasts, and fucks a missionary. Your boss wears it on their forehead. One day at work, Prince Pick is being especially cunty, getting on you for everything under the sun. You feel the anger start to grow inside of you, gripping the cart you're holding onto in hopes it'll stop you from knocking this idiot into next week. Eventually, they say the wrong thing that hits you in the right way, and you snap. Shut the fuck up, you punk bitch! This results in you getting fired effective immediately, but it felt good, right? Finally, someone told this moron to shut up already. First, nothing you did changed this person's behavior. You're the outcast. You're automatically going to be presumed wrong. Doesn't matter what happened. Your coworkers who agreed with you in private will publicly say they don't. Understandably, of course. Your boss will go to bed an asshole, and they'll wake up an asshole. Second, this only gave you that initial sense of accomplishment. Getting fired means you're out of work, meaning a cash flow isn't there, adding more stress into your life. This action was emotionally unintelligent. Everyone knows their boss is a dick, but you called them out for it. Your coworkers and their boss still have their jobs. You do not. The proper response is to pull your boss aside and tell them you need them to adjust their attitude towards you because you're finding it disrespectful and rude, which is counterproductive to the workplace. If you didn't have to deal with them unjustifiably getting on you, your workplace production would see an improvement. If it is justified, tighten up and be a better employee. They can be a dick all they want, but if you suck as being an employee, well, fix that first, and then confront them. If you had better emotional intelligence, you would have handled this issue long before it got to this boiling point. There is a way to work with a difficult boss, and it's with respectful but firm communication. Emotional intelligence plays into your romantic relationships too. In Dr. Gottman's book, A Man's Guide to Women, he perfectly states the following. Always expect a woman to act like a woman. Women, by nature, are more emotionally driven than men. When engaging with a woman, you have to keep this in mind. Men like to approach life with logic and reason. Women do this as well, but generally it comes second to an emotional response. If you are a male and a felon, there is absolutely zero situation where the law will take your side over a woman's. You need to remember this as you reintegrate into society. You will automatically be at fault before her due to your past. Accept that and make it a constant reminder when dealing with the women in your life. Here's your scenario. Your girl has turned from a partner into a nagging bitch. If there's one problem, she'll turn it into 10. When waters are calm, she will be the storm surge. Seems like she's testing you, doing everything she can to get you to violate your probation or parole. It's like she wants you back inside. One day, you get home from a particularly long day at work. You get home, take your shoes off, go sit on the couch. Here comes your girl. And does she have a beer in hand? Does she have a meal cooked? She wearing lingerie? No, and fuck no. She has her normal, nagging, bitching bullshit to hit you with right away. Babe, please. I've had a long day. I just want to relax. I'll handle it later. Of course, she can't have this. She keeps bitching about shit that doesn't even matter. One comment in particular hits a sensitive nerve, and you pop up from the comfort of your couch. Bitch, I told you to chill. You just called her a bitch though. Absolutely zero chill will follow that comment. She keeps ragging, you start fighting back, and eventually, in a fit of rage and frustration, you backhand her. This is emotionally unintelligent. You just put yourself at the mercy of a now abused woman who in it already seemed like she was wanting you back inside. You knew she was testing you, pushing your buttons. Well, she pushed the right one and got you to react in the worst way you could have. She calls the cops, you violate probation. Now you're back inside dodging dicks while she's outside swallowing them. It wasn't worth it, was it? If you had better emotional intelligence, you would have never got to this point. At the start of her nagging months ago, you would have taken the emotionally intelligent route and figured out what she actually needed from you. Or you would have left her for constantly disrupting your peace. This applies to both men and women in a relationship. They're supposed to be your peace, not your stress. Being emotionally intelligent with a romantic partner isn't about being a weeping pussy crying about your feelings to her. Yes, on rare occasion that might be acceptable given certain circumstances. But she wants a man who can handle his life. His discipline, his structure, his stature is one she can lean on during times she's not able to fully be stable herself. For example, she might have complained to you about playing video games when you get home from work. In men talk, this would mean she doesn't like video games. But remember, always expect the woman to act like a woman. Meaning, because you're an emotionally intelligent person, you can recognize it's probably not the video game she has a problem with. It's that before you give her the attention she wants, you give it to the games. On your end, it's how you relax after work. On her end, it's neglect. In this circumstance, the right response is to give her 30 minutes of your time when you get home so she knows she's seen and heard by you. And she needs to be emotionally intelligent as well. Meaning, after you've shown her that she gets your attention first, she needs to accept you need your own relaxation time as well. Emotional intelligence plays into your relationships with family members too. Generally speaking, because they're family and you've known them your whole life, you know what to expect. That family get-together where your nosy grandma will nitpick your entire life. Upon this, your cousin is smoking weed around you knowing you're on probation. Your uncle's little kids are running around with other kids making your house a mess. Your mom is stressed out and she's taking it out on your dad, who's already 8 beers deep and getting more and more brave with his responses. Your sister hasn't put her phone down. Your brother is keeping to himself and his wife, not helping anyone with anything. In the mix of this chaos, you say fuck it. You need some help to relax and hit the blunt your cousin is chiefing on. This makes you pop dirty on your next drug test. Now you're back inside, dealing with the emotional unintelligence of your new roommates and the attitude of your COs. The emotionally intelligent response in this family get-together is to find a focus and keep it. That focus could be helping your mother prepare food. It could be playing with the kids, engaging your brother or sister. But taking a hit of weed to take the tension off is a short-term relief that will have a long-term fuck-up. Last to cover, your friends. Being emotionally intelligent with friendships is important because for your friendships to exist, there needs to be a give and take. The proper response to someone going through trying times is different for men than it is for women. For men to feel better, they need to show competency. For women to feel better, they need support. Say your male friend is going through a breakup. The emotionally unintelligent thing to do is tell him to forget her and go fuck her friends. This is a short-term relief for a long-term problem. And hey, it might help his confidence for a moment, but in reality, your friend needs to be reminded he's capable, that he can accomplish something on his own, fueled from his pain for his long-term benefit. This is why in trying times, men are often told to train or hit a gym, because in 6 months, you can measurably say you have improved as a person. Again, the emotionally intelligent response for men is competency. Now, say your female friend is going through a breakup. The emotionally unintelligent thing to do is tell her to forget him and go fuck his friends. This is the same short-term relief for a long-term problem. She needs support. She needs to know that she has value outside of the relationship she was in. That her love wasn't wasted on a guy who didn't deserve it, but an extension of her well-meaning character as a human being. In both circumstances, I personally believe it's important to hold that person accountable for their actions. Women in particular think that showing support means telling her everything she did was right. Sometimes tough love is the answer. And sometimes they need to hear a truth, even if it's painful for them to hear, whether they're a male or a female. Whether it is you, your boss, your partner, your family, your friends, everything we do comes from a place of our emotional state. Before telling your boss off, you felt frustrated and angry. Before you slapped your girl, you felt the same. Before you took that hit of weed, you felt overwhelmed. And when helping your friend, you feel compassion and empathy. Being emotionally intelligent doesn't make you a pussy. It means that not only you understand what emotions you are feeling in that moment, but also the proper way to respond to them. It's the most useful tool in your personal arsenal. Use it wisely and you will reap the benefits.